From this day on, America will follow the rule that every Bitcoin knows very well: never sell your Bitcoin. That's a little phrase that they have. I don't know if that's right or not. Who the hell knows, right?
Never sell your Bitcoin. That's what Donald Trump is telling us, and that's what he's telling us that the US is going to do. We didn't quite get what I think a lot of people hoped for, which was an announcement that maybe the US was going to be buying more cryptocurrency and everything else. But let's break down exactly what happened at the White Base Summit. Let's take a word from Brian Armstrong and dive into some of the details. And I guess fundamentally, why is Bitcoin not at 100,000? We'll break all of that down for you in this video. So make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, we bring you the latest, greatest content every single day here on the 2Bit Crypto channel. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So there was a number of things that happened today at the White House, a number of documents that were passed out on discussed, and more importantly, a movement forward. I guess the question would be, with all of these people in a room, then why didn't the price of Bitcoin skyrocket? Last year, Donald Trump promised to make America the Bitcoin superpower of the world and the crypto capital of the planet, and we're taking historic action to deliver on that promise. Now, as you can see, many of the key leaders, including some of those people that are really influential in his cabinet, the small business director here, you got Howard Lutnick here as well, Scott Bessett's in there, as well as David Sachs and many others, Michael Saylor, Brian Armstrong, Brad Garlinghouse here on the far side. So I guess a room full of people that absolutely are the movers and shakers in this industry. But the reality is, did it quite hit the mark that I think a lot of people were expecting? Well, let's break down some of the key things that did come out of it. Well, the reality here is the agenda that was set. Now, again, this was a document that was shared by Michael Saylor, but what was it about? Sound framework to support a crypto renaissance, or ultimately making the US the superpower, unleash the power of the crypto industry. Remember, it's a hedge against both inflation and deflation of the dollar, become bankers to the world, and revitalizing capitalism and property rights. And all market participants must adhere to fair disclosure, ethical behavior, and commitment to avoiding conflicts of interest. Very interesting as this all played out. This was obviously brought by Eleanor Terra, who has had her fingers on the pulse. So I guess, what did we get on the back of it? Well, we got the announcement that they're going to move the funds that are held through the years into a reserve, a digital stockpile. Now, no mention of specific cryptos, but certainly Bitcoin, they were going to do that. They're then going to look at how they can strategically buy without it costing the taxpayer any money. And I think that was the bit the market doesn't particularly like. Everyone assumed 1 million Bitcoin over 5 years. We were going to get that plan today. I think what's clear is this was a work group. This was a group of people coming together to give their view on the market, how the US can get a jump start on everyone else. Let's just listen to what Brian Armstrong had to say. Remember, the CEO of Coinbase.
Brian Armstrong, Coinbase CEO here. The West Wing is right behind me. We just left the Digital Asset Summit at the White House. It was an incredible event, really a historic moment for our industry, and President Trump has breathed life back into the crypto industry. Coinbase is planning to hire about 1,000 people here in the United States this year as a direct result of his actions already in the first 60 days or so. So these policies really matter, and this is the most pro-crypto Congress we've ever seen as well. All of you all out there helped elect pro-crypto candidates with StandWithCrypto.org, and Fairshake, the super PAC out there, played a big role as well. So we're going to keep showing up, trying to be an educational resource, and see if we can get some legislation passed as a next step. There's already stablecoin legislation being drafted in the House and the Senate. There's a market structure legislation that'll help clarify which of these crypto assets are commodities, securities, payment tokens, or something else like artwork. And then I think we should get the strategic Bitcoin reserve that got announced last night codified into law too. So we're hoping Congress can work on that. Anyway, all of us can help as an industry to help show up and just appreciate President Trump's leadership here. I think the rest of the G20 are looking at America now on offense in this industry, and will be likely to follow suit. So talk to you soon.
So for his views, very interesting. This work group clearly going to do more, and more importantly, really working towards what legislation can be passed. We also got on the back of this banking authorities to engage in certain cryptocurrency activities. So there is some really bullish news that's kind of swirling around there. I think, unfortunately, the market right now simply wanted either A, Donald Trump to announce they were going to go and buy billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, and it needs market makers to just chill out. Whenever we get this positive catalyst, think about this. A strategic reserve in the US is huge news, and the market dumped about $120 million in liquidations. Why? Because everyone assumes the market's going to pump. Market makers taking their opportunity and taking your money. So you have to be mindful of how that all plays out. But it is important. This banking sector will certainly support that. And I think really importantly, allowing people to trade and particularly to use their banks. Now, if you are interested in trading, I have partnered up with BLOFIN. These are a fantastic exchange. No KYC if you're interested in checking it out. And for the next 7 days between March 7th and March the 14th, any new user signing up with my link in the description can deposit $50 and receive a $25 in reward, up to 50% cashback on this deposit and trade. It is important. It's limited to the first 200 users, so make sure you're using that link and getting signed up. We've already had some people signing up and using this exchange. You can use it all over the world. In particular, you can use it in the US as well. Remember, no KYC. So if you are interested in checking out BLOFIN, check out the link in the description. Go and get yourself an account and grab that 50% cashback. Absolutely worth it. Okay, let's just double down on what happened in the price. Well, Bitcoin took a dump on the back, as we've seen on the previous news as well. So we got the big news on a strategic reserve. It took a hit. We then have the announcement today that we are going to continue with that. Again, the market dips. Interesting, holding this support line we did put in there at around 86,500. Now, so many people are calling the end of the market. So many people disappointed where the market is. And I guess so many people right now looking to why. The reality here is Wall Street once again sold the news. We saw massive outflows from Fidelity as well as BlackRock selling more Bitcoin. Now, they bought Bitcoin yesterday on, I think, the hype and excitement. We've even seen big traders like Crypto put a $74 million long position and close it with a 10% loss. So right now, the market simply is cooked. Is the best thing just to hold it and see what happens? Should we be selling out? Well, I've got another video coming out for you guys that's going to kind of talk and walk through what I think. Right now, I am holding on to my crypto assets. I haven't sold anything. For me, this is incredibly bullish news, and I think the market needs to process it. People need to understand it, and Wall Street and those new early big investors need to just relax a little bit, and we'll see where we get to. But more to come, I think, with this digital asset summary. We'll keep you posted as always here on the 2Bit Crypto channel. All you need to do, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, and every day you'll be notified on our latest content, as well as our 4 p.m. Eastern live stream where we break down the market and give you the best news and trading strategies that you need that there is. As always, thank you so much, everybody, for watching this video. We appreciate your support, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.